Welcome, Aquarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, and I pulled for you the Six of Wands for the month of April. This is communicating your strong interest in understanding how to work with others. You're coming from a place where you have always identified with the collective broadly, where you are perhaps seen or perceived or operating from a marginal space. But now you're understanding that you do belong in whatever setting, environment you find yourself in, quite possibly one of your own creation. And you're really trying to earn the trust and appreciation of those you work with, as you are similarly looking to more clearly understand the strengths and the potential of those you work with. You're aware that you're a model to many, and you're launching into, particularly around this new moon energy in Aries, how to have an influence on the way others are thinking, the way they receive information, the way they learn, the way they communicate what they're learning, finding the strengths of others and accommodating that so that everyone participates in a way that will lend to the success of the project or effort that you're involved in. So the Six of Wands is about a victory for you in this particular arena, which is earning the trust of others you work with, being seen as a peer rather than as a boss. And this is what you want for everyone, to be a collaborator. This is the spirit you're trying to instill through the modeling of your behaviors. This is a general reading, so it isn't going to resonate for all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below. And I thank you, new and familiar viewers, for taking your time with me. And I pulled two cards for the 10th house energy, which is the energy of the way you're seen, the way you identify in your community, in the world, in your profession, or your field of activity. So the Temperance is this patience that you are exhibiting in your efforts to go deeply, the moon, into the areas of others' strengths. In other words, what some would see as a strength, or see as a weakness or a shame or a secret or an embarrassment, you recognize could well be the strength of that person. This is as a result of your own intense alchemical process of refining those qualities within yourself that have not been productive or haven't served you. But you understand that different people have different strengths, and some of those things that seem unpolished or embarrassing or unkind from the perspective of an individual could well be something that can contribute to a group dynamic, can be an area of strength and accountability for someone, something that is needed for the whole group. You are not looking to suppress or reject any powerful skills, any expertise from the circle, your collaborators, your co-workers, your community members, your team members, whoever they are. You're looking to extend any patterns or behaviors in a way that can help to develop them into the useful skills you're looking for. And in this effort, you are exhibiting incredible patience, kindness, grace. you're looking at the things that have helped some very challenged individuals to succeed in particular. In the first house, the Eight of Cups, I think this is further describing the way that you are understanding the values that various individuals bring. So it is through the strength of your relationships, the ways in which you have understood when it is time to move on, when it is time to grow into the challenge that is significant or important to you. And that is something that you bring to your evaluation of the strength, the potential strengths of others. It's sort of the same message, but you are willing to look at the whole package of an individual, the things they've done well, their spectacular failures for clues as to what they can do in terms of expertise, something they're good at, something they have honed. And this is something that is helping you to come to accept all the qualities within you. This is not about discarding or rejecting parts of yourself that have actually led you to the awareness that you now have, the connection between your own self-improvement, self-development, and the goals that you want to achieve in the outside world. But in doing so, it means embracing your entire path, your entire journey, your entire move forward towards a cherished goal, towards a very significant goal, that you are marshaling this energy as a way of accepting yourself unconditionally. In the fourth house, the house of your soul, the house of your family, the Ace of Swords is all about the truth that you are now seeing. This truth can have come as a result of some kind of loss, something that you've put a stop to, something you're no longer aligning yourself with. And because it's in your fourth house, it feels foundational. So this can be a greater illumination about your whole experience. This is a fairly consistent message for everyone at this time, particularly during this new moon in Aries, that you are understanding the trials and tribulations as being part of you, part of the journey of your success, that you couldn't be where you are without those challenges. And in fact, there is no rejecting, there's merely an illumination of your reality, of your truth. And this is about the success that results from you're challenging your assumptions about your upbringing, your home life, perhaps your parents or ancestors, your family of origin, perhaps way back. So this is absolutely the foundation that you stand on in all of your attempts to manage and develop your collaborators, this team, from a place of randomness to a clear and consorted pursuit of the truth. In the Ace of Pentacles, following the Ace of Swords, this is fabulous because it's putting the emphasis on not only truth, but justice. Manifestation, grounding yourself, creating resources, tools, practices that can be shared with others that will amplify their abundance, that will help them to redefine abundance, that is helping you to define abundance as a measure of your progress. So this collecting a team um, as a way of uh, honoring your own path of growth is what is creating this portal of abundance. It is through this collection of individuals and resources that you are evaluating now, that you are nurturing now, that is creating something that is something that you can build successfully, something long term. In the soul's journey, if you are finding yourself resonating with this reading, please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. I always appreciate your comments. You're not one of the chatty signs, but I definitely resonate with the strong energy of Aquarius at this time, where Pluto, the planet of power and wealth, have moved into your sign. So the potential for your impact on the world is huge. And I pulled the Pride card. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. This is pretty interesting in terms of this idea of loving the whole self and seeing that in others, honoring that, validating that for others, that all of them is useful, is productive, is potentially leverage for success. And you're infusing your pride into those you work with because of your willingness to identify real expertise based not on judgment, but based on experience. In the first house, the Eight of Cups is clarified by the Six of Coins, and we have another Six of Wands already. So that's a couple of sixes on the table. Six of Pentacles or coins is about your ability to manage relationships in total. So what I love about this is Aquarians, you're not often known as the fuzzy, cozy, cute sign. That's not your persona, that's not your strength. However, over the last couple of years, you have been really working at seeing yourself in a more humble, authentic light. And as a result of that, you are applying the lessons you've learned to your relationships, understanding that a relationship is an agreement, and that the ability to state clearly what your goals in the relationship are is the beginning of negotiations that are ongoing always. As you change, as other parties change, as the goal shifts or is accomplished, new goals emerge, new negotiations are required. And this is the spirit with which you are recognizing how to manage the totality of your peers, those you work with, collaborators, potential collaborators, or team members. You are absolutely focused on justice, fairness, and equity in all of your negotiations, and stand by your ability to recognize the potential in everyone. In the fourth house, the Ace of Swords is clarified by the World. There is a way that you are closing out the story of your family, the story of your upbringing, the story of your coming of age. You have exceeded this journey. You have excelled. You have moved past this journey. And whatever chapter is being closed is one that you are giving yourself as the result of having understood much of the import of your experiences during that time in your life. There may be a way that you have not only understood your family of origin better and the experiences you had, but also that you are able to surrender and release experiences that you feel have limited you, that have held you back, that have restricted your movement forward. And so, in that way, you understand that this has merely been the preparation for this next stage that you're entering now, this next stage that you're manifesting, this opportunity to build something of value to others. And in the seventh house, the Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Judgment card. Wow. So, what you are creating, what you're manifesting in terms of abundance, success in the world, a portal of opportunity, not just for your uh, growth and development, wealth, prosperity, but for others as well, has been a story that has circulated at various times in your life. You have glimpsed this opportunity, this exercise of a gift, but it isn't until now that you actually know how to manifest this. In part, because you recognize that you're part of a larger plan. You're part of something that exceeds you and your desires. And as a result of that, you understand that others, particularly others that you're working with or seeking to work with, are also part of the plan. They also have their role to play. In fact, this is what is guiding your desire to work with those in your environment, to help to uh, support their development, to nurture their development, being convinced, being absolutely certain that they, no matter who they are and what skills they possess, are part of this plan. And it is your job now to leverage the resources, the relationships that you have in this powerful way in order to build something that is of value to all of you involved and to the world that you will be impacting. And in the 10th house, the moon and the temperance card is clarified by the Two of Wands. This feels to me to be very much about how you're integrating your own experience of finding wholeness, of acknowledging, claiming your wholeness in your imperfection, uh, and integrating that into the environment that you're currently in, to the thing that you're seeking to build. So you have a plan, absolutely, and you're anticipating the launching of this plan. However, you understand that you are in a process of integrating the lessons you've learned into your life and into this project that you are manifesting moving forward. I hope I'm not just talking in circles there, but this is about the integration of these really disparate qualities, this grace, this patience, this acceptance of all that comprises you and your life, and extending that to others in a way that honors uh, those difficulties we've overcome and looks to explore those as a way of leveraging greater strength and contribution to the project you have envisioned. I'm going to finish this reading, Aquarius, with a crystal oracle. And I pulled the Tiger's Eye. And it's interesting that it reads, "Overcome your fears." And I actually feel that the Moon card here is talking specifically about that. Your own ability to acknowledge the unconscious desires and needs of others is a way of facing your own fears and helping others to do the same. This is an absolutely stunning reading, as is so often the case. If you enjoyed the content, check this out. And until next time, Aquarius, namaste.